Brenda Irving reaches for vanilla Ensure when a hand clamps her shoulder like a vice. Step away from the bag. Officer Bennett towers over her, badge 3519 gleaming like a threat. To him, she's simple math. Black woman, canvas tote, upscale store guilty. I'm shopping for my mother. Sure you are. His fingers dig into her arm. They all have stories. 22 years she's worn a badge, but he won't check her ID. Just sees what he wants to see. 30 phones rise. Larry Chen captures every second. 23 minutes that will hit 3 million views by dawn. Bennett doesn't know what he just triggered. Doesn't know this arrest will unearth buried secrets worth $127,000, drag names from the shadows, expose a conspiracy reaching the chief's office, all because he refused to look at one ID. Some mistakes destroy everything. What happens when the system handcuffs itself? The cover-up goes deeper than you think. 6 hours earlier, Brenda stands in her mother's kitchen. Helen Irving stares at scrambled eggs going cold. "Mama, you need to eat." Helen looks up, lost. "Do I know you?" Every time it cuts. "It's me, Mama." Brenda. Brenda's at work. She's a police officer. "I am. I'm here now." She guides the fork to Helen's mouth. Count the morning pills. 8 medications that can't stop forgetting. "I'll be back by 3. Mrs. Chen checks at noon. Helen nods. Already gone again. Riverside Market. Upper Kirby. Where the parking costs $20 and the produce gleams under designer lighting. Brenda wears sweatpants, University of Houston hoodie, hair pulled back. It's her day off. She knows what she looks like here. Knows the math people do. Black woman, casual clothes, canvas tote, wrong neighborhood. She's done this math herself. 22 years on the force. She's seen every calculation. Profiled every profile. At the supplement aisle, she finds Ensure, vanilla, Mama's favorite. She slides it into her tote. The same bag she's carried for years. Reusable. Better for the earth. Mama taught her that. A white woman passes. Glances at the tote. At Brenda. Away. Brenda recognizes the look, the suspicion, the assumption. She's a police captain. She knows what comes next. That's when Bennett appears. Heavy footsteps. Deliberate. Predatory. His hand clamps her shoulder. "Ma'am." Step away from the bag. She turns slowly. Assesses. Officer Bennett. 6'2", 200 pounds. Hand near his weapon. Partner Hayes 10 feet back. Younger. Black. Eyes screaming run. "I'm shopping," she says. Calm. Clear. "I observed you conceal merchandise." Rehearsed line. Said it before. We'll say it again. "Empty the bag." "Now." "I'm about to pay." "Empty it." The store shifts. People stop. Turn. Phones rise like a reflex. A teenager opens TikTok. 11 seconds. Caption. Cop harassing black woman at Riverside. Posts. Within seconds, 23 shares. Another phone. Twitter. This is happening right now in Houston. Riverside Market. Hashtag shopping while black. The algorithm stirs, starts pushing. Brenda reaches for her wallet. Slow, visible. "I'm Police Captain Brenda Irving, gang and narcotics. My badge is in my..." Bennett's hand shoots out, grabs her wrist. "Don't reach. I'm telling you who I am. Check my ID." "Captain?" He smirks. "In sweatpants?" "Sure, lady. They all have stories." Hayes steps forward, hesitant. "Kyle, maybe we should..." "You're questioning me, Hayes?" Bennett's voice drops. Threat clear. Hayes freezes. Mouth open. Words die. The store manager pushes through. Larry Chen, 58 3 locations. Knows Brenda from the community meeting last year when his store got robbed. Officer, I know Mrs. Irving. She shops here twice a week. There's no issue. Bennett doesn't look at him. Sir, step back or I'm citing you for obstruction. Obstruction? She's buying groceries for her sick mother. Last warning. Someone in the crowd. Just let her show ID. Another voice. Why won't he look at her badge? A woman pulls her daughter close. Don't stare, baby. But everyone stares. Everyone films. Larry pulls out his phone, starts recording. Full frame, clear audio. Brenda counts silently. 2 officers, 30 witnesses, dozen phones, 2 body cams. She knows this math too. Knows what happens when someone moves wrong, breathes wrong, exists wrong. Her son Darius flashes through her mind. 16, stray bullet. Wrong place, wrong time, wrong skin. She became a cop to stop that, to fix that. Now she's living it. Brenda's jaw tightens. She's written the de-escalation manual, taught it to hundreds of officers, and Bennett's shredding every page. Hayes shifts his weight. Left foot, right foot. Can't stay still. His hand hovers near his radio. Call the supervisor? End this? But that breaks the line. Turns on a partner. Bennett glares. Hayes's hand drops. Bennett pulls handcuffs from his belt. Metal catches the light, catches every camera. Turn around, he says. Command. Please do not modify it. Brenda looks at Larry, still filming. At Hayes, looking away. At the phones held by 30 strangers who will make this moment immortal. She turns around. The teenager's TikTok, 850 shares now. The Twitter post, #Riverside Arrest, starting to trend. Bennett reaches for her wrists. The internet is already watching. I'm Captain Brenda Irving. Clear, steady. Every word is measured. Badge 0856, Gang and Narcotics Division. Call Sergeant Rodriguez, downtown precinct. He'll confirm. Bennett pulls handcuffs from his belt. Badge 0856? Lady, that's a drug dealer I busted last month. Nice try. That's not my badge number. You misheard. Call my division. What I heard is you lying. He moves closer. Turn around. Now. Brenda doesn't move. Calculates. If she resists, it escalates. Someone gets hurt. If she complies, she's in handcuffs on camera. Black woman arrested. The image spreads before truth catches up. Officer Bennett. She keeps her voice level, the interrogation voice, 22 years of control. I'm telling you clearly, I am a police captain. I'm ordering you to verify my identity before you do something you'll regret. Ordering me? Bennett steps into her space. You just committed 2 felonies. Assault, impersonation, pick a cell. I didn't assault anyone. I'm trying to show you my ID. Too late for that. He grabs her arm, spins her around, pulls her hands behind her back. The handcuffs click. Steel bites. Cold metal sinks into her wrists, too tight, deliberately tight. The familiar weight she's placed on suspects 1,000 times now cuts her own skin. Metallic smell mixes with Bennett's sour sweat. Sharp, acrid. She knows this scent. Interrogation rooms, holding cells, the stink of power and fear. But now she's the suspect. Her mind flashes. Darius, age 12, asking, Mama, why do you gotta arrest people? She'd said, Baby, because someone has to protect the innocent. Now she's the one who needs protecting. From a badge. She doesn't flinch. Won't give Bennett that satisfaction. But her chest tightens, breath shallow, the cuffs bite deeper with every small movement. 22 years. She's worn this badge with pride, and this is how it ends. In handcuffs, shopping. Hayes steps forward. Kyle, we should verify. You're questioning me, Hayes? Bennett doesn't look at him, eyes fixed on Brenda. Handle your sector. I got this. The crowd erupts. This is wrong. He won't even check her ID. A phone screen lights up. Wait. It's trending. Number 3, Houston. Hashtag Riverside arrest. Larry's live stream counter climbs. 2,400 viewers. Comments flood. That's Bennett. Badge 3519. How many others has he done this to? The internet is doing what the department won't. Counting. Remembering. Documenting. Bennett ignores them. Pushes Brenda toward the exit. Her tote falls. Contents spill. The Ensure carton. Her wallet. Car keys. Her mother's pill organizer. Rainbow compartments for morning, noon, evening, bedtime. A photo slides out. Creased. Worn. Carried every day. Darius in his football uniform, junior year. Number 23, before the bullet found him. A teenage girl picks it up. Stares. Eyes well. This is Darius Irving. He died 3 years ago. My brother knew him. She's his mom. Brenda's throat closes. Not now. Don't cry. Darius wouldn't want tears. He'd want strength. Bennett doesn't stop. Shoplifters use sympathy. Dead kids. Sick parents. Classic con. Larry's voice cracks. That's her son! Killed in a drive-by. She became a cop because of it. Everyone in 5th Ward knows Captain Irving. Bennett pauses. Look at Larry. The phone is still recording. View count. 3,100. You're filming a police operation. Delete that or I'm citing you. For documenting the truth? Delete it. Final warning. Larry's hands shake, but he keeps filming. I know my rights. So does she. Brenda speaks. Calm. Measured. The voice that breaks suspects. Officer Bennett, you're making a mistake. I'm not resisting, I'm complying. But when this is sorted out, remember, I gave you multiple opportunities to verify my identity. Bennett leans close. Voice drops. Only she hears. You people always think you're special. Always think rules don't apply. Well, they do. And I enforce them. The words hit body cam. She sees the red light. Recording. Good. He walks her toward the patrol car. Hand on her head. Not guiding. Shoving. Her head hits the door frame. Not hard enough to injure. Hard enough to send a message. Metal cuts deeper. Her wrists throb. She breathes through it. Counts breaths like Mama taught her. Think about Helen at home. Mrs. Chen checking at noon. Evening pills at 6. Hayes opens the back door. Helps her in. Gentler than Bennett. Whispers, this isn't the first time. I should have spoken up before. I'm sorry. Brenda meets his eyes. Young. Terrified. Officer Hayes, when this is over, I'll remember you tried. The radio crackles. Dispatch. Unit 12, what's your 20? Bennett keys up. Riverside Market. Code 4. 1 in custody for theft and impersonating an officer. Static. Then. Copy. Description of an individual in custody? Bennett hesitates. Look at Brenda in the rearview mirror. Really looks for the first time. Female, black, 40s, claims to be... He stops. Unit 12, describe the individual. Long pause. Phones still recording outside. Crowd pressing closer. Someone yells, 5,000 watching live. Claims to be someone in the department. More static. Then a different voice. Familiar, sharp. Sergeant Rodriguez. Unit 12, describe her specifically. Physical description. Bennett's throat works. Female, black, 5'7", short hair. Silence. Every second stretches. Then Rodriguez's voice, cold, hard, barely controlled. Does she have a scar above her left eyebrow? Bennett looks in the mirror. See it. The scar. I am 12 years old. Domestic violence call. Suspect's bottle. 3 stitches. Badge of service. Affirmative, Bennett says, voice cracking. The world stops. Kyle! Rodriguez's voice drops. Dangerous. Tell me you didn't arrest Captain Irving. Bennett's face drains white. 5,000 people watch it happen. The world stops. Hayes closes his eyes. Whispers. Oh, God. Bennett sits frozen. Radio still keyed. Everyone is listening. The crowd. The cameras. 5,000 live stream viewers. Unit 12, respond! Rodriguez's voice was sharp. Bennett finds words. Barely. She didn't identify herself properly. She what? Rodriguez nearly shouts. That's Captain Irving. Gang and narcotics. 22 years. Your captain, Bennett. The crowd erupts. He arrested a police captain. That's racial profiling. The phone screen lights up. Twitter trending, #1 nationwide. Hashtag Captain Irving. Another voice. CNN breaking news. They're showing it live. Someone holds up the screen. Chiron. Houston officer arrests own police captain. Bennett's face drains. White. Pale. He looks at cameras. At badges watching online. 22 years on the force. Pension 3 years away. All crumbling. The house he's paying off. His daughter's college fund. The retirement cabin in Colorado. Gone. Because he wouldn't look at an ID. She sits in the back seat. Silent. Hands cuffed. Wrists bleeding. Watching him realize what he's lost. Hayes steps back. Hand reaches for the radio. Subtle. Brenda sees it through the grate. His voice was low. Turned away. Shaw. We have a situation at Riverside Market. Captain Irving. She's causing problems. Need advice. Brenda's stomach drops. Hayes called Shaw. Lieutenant Gregory Shaw. Internal Affairs. The one who buried complaints. Her last ally, calling the enemy. The crowd doesn't hear. But she does. Every word through the car's thin walls. Shaw's voice crackles back. What kind of problems? She's making accusations. Getting the crowd worked up. Bennett's. It's bad, Lieutenant. Keep her contained. I'll handle Irving. Document everything she says is insubordinate. We'll bury this. Brenda's heart pounds. Betrayal. Complete. Even Hayes. The system protects itself. Again. Hayes turns back, catches her eye through the grate, and winks. His hand moves, shows his phone, screen visible, red recording dot, audio recording in progress. Her breath catches. Hayes approaches Bennett. Loud now. For everyone. You heard Lieutenant Shaw. We document everything. Every word Captain Irving says. Every accusation. All of it. Bennett nods. Desperate. Yeah. Document it. Hayes holds the phone up. Recording visible. Captain Irving, please repeat your accusations against Officer Bennett for the record. Lieutenant Shaw wants everything documented. The crowd leans in. Larry's stream. 6,500 viewers. She understands. Hayes isn't betraying her. He's trapping Shaw. Officer Bennett, badge 3519 refused to verify my identity 3 times. He grabbed me, called me a liar, handcuffed me, assaulted me, shoved my head into his car, while Lieutenant Gregory Shaw has buried 47 previous complaints against him. Hayes keeps recording. And you claim Lieutenant Shaw has done this before? Shaw closed every Bennett complaint, 47 times, insufficient evidence, every single time. Bennett's eyes widened. Hayes, what are you? Hayes turns, shows phone to Bennett, recording. You heard the lieutenant. Document everything. This is everything. The crowd catches on. Someone shouts, "He's recording internal affairs." Hayes is exposing the cover-up. Larry's stream explodes. View count, 7,200. Comments flooding. Hayes plays the audio. Loud, clear. Shaw's voice for everyone. "Keep her contained. I'll handle Irving. We'll bury this." The crowd erupts. Phones up, recording, sharing. "Internal Affairs is covering up. Shaw just confessed." Houston heat presses down. Bennett's sweat isn't exertion now. I panic. Hayes too. But different. His is the sweat of someone who just burned every bridge. Rodriguez's SUV pulls up. Fast. Lights flashing. Tires screech. He exits before the car stops. 53. Gray temples. 28 years. Brenda's mentor. See her. Handcuffed. Blood on wrists. Eyes red with rage barely contained. Bennett. Hayes outside. Now. They comply. Rodriguez gets in their faces, jabbing finger, voice low but cutting. "You just arrested the woman who wrote the training manual. 22 years. Gone because you wouldn't look at an ID. You're done, Bennett." Hayes speaks. "Sergeant, there's something you need to hear." Play the recording. Shaw's voice, crystal clear. "Keep her contained." "I'll handle Irving. We'll bury this." Rodriguez's face goes from rage to shock. "Shaw said that? Just now?" "Yes, sir." He doesn't know I recorded it, but now everyone knows. Rodriguez looks at Hayes, at phone recording, at 8,000 viewers watching. Jesus Christ. He runs hand through hair. This goes all the way up, and he approaches Brenda's door. Open it. Kneels. My eyes are wet now. "Brenda, I'm so sorry." "Document first," she says. Photos. Timestamp. These marks. The blood. Everything. He nods. Take out the phone. Photographs the handcuffs, her wrists, red welts, metal biting skin, blood where it broke through. Timestamp visible. March 15th, 2024, 2:53 p.m. Larry's live stream catches it. 8,000 viewers. Comments exploding. Rodriguez unlocks them. Relief immediate. She rolls shoulders, flexes fingers. Blood flows back. Pain follows. Sharp. Real. He helps her out. "You need medical." "I'm fine." Hayes approaches, holds her belongings. Ensure wallet. Photo of Darius, number 23. Hand them to her. "Captain, I couldn't stay quiet anymore." My daughter's 5. Bennett pulled over my sister last month. Same thing. Scared her kids. I've been recording him for 3 months. Building evidence. Today, I got Shaw, too. She takes the items. Look at Hayes. Really looks. "Officer Hayes, how many stops did you record?" 40. Over 3 months. All the same pattern. Minorities, affluent neighborhoods, illegal searches. I was waiting for the right moment. You gave it to me. Larry steps forward. Phone up. "Captain Irving, I got everything. 23 minutes. Do you want the video?" She looks at the phone, sees herself, handcuffed, shoved, called a liar, treated like a criminal for shopping while black. "Yes, send it to me. Send it to everyone." Rodriguez touches her arm. "Brenda, let me drive you." 47 times, Jorge. Sharp, hard, final. He's made this mistake 47 times, and Shaw buried everyone. Rodriguez freezes. "What?" 47 citizen complaints. 0 sustained. 340,000 in settlements. You're his supervisor. You didn't know? Silence. She walks to her car. Crowd parts. Someone claps. Others join. Applause builds. 8,000 online ad emojis. Hearts, fists, flames. She doesn't acknowledge it. Opens the door. Look back at Bennett. He stands alone. No union, no partner, no Shaw to bury this. Just a man whose mistake went viral. And the lieutenant who protected him just confessed to the world. What happens when the blue wall starts cracking from inside? Brenda drives, hands tight on the wheel, wrists throbbing. Her phone explodes. Texts, calls. She ignores them all, except one. Chief Dawson. She answers. Chief. Brenda, Rodriguez briefed me. I'm deeply sorry. Are you? Bennett will be disciplined. 2 weeks suspension. Suspension. Brenda laughs. No humor. Like the other times? What other times? Pull his record, Chief. She hangs up. At a red light, she opens her laptop. Department database. Types. Bennett. Kyle. The file loads. Commendations. Officer of the month. Then, citizen complaints. 47 entries. Her hands shake. Not fear. Rage. She scrolls. David Johnson. Angela Torres. Teresa Williams. Thomas Baker. Black. Hispanic. Wealthy neighborhoods. Excessive force. Racial profiling. False arrest. Everyone. Case closed. Insufficient evidence. She digs deeper. Settlement records. 12 cases. 340,000 taxpayer money. Victims paid to disappear while Bennett kept his badge. Investigating officer. Lieutenant Gregory Shaw. 32 times. She runs Shaw's file. Brother-in-law. Daniel Foster. Police union attorney. There it is. Bennett Shaw Foster. The triangle protects predators. Her phone buzzes. News alert. Captain Irving video hits 2 million views. Another, hashtag Captain Irving trending worldwide. Reddit thread, let's find all of Bennett's victims. Anonymous DM. He did this to me too. 2018, too scared to press charges. Another, me too. 2020. They paid me $15,000 for silence. 47 complaints, just the ones who came forward. Rodriguez calls. She answers. Brenda, go home. We'll talk tomorrow. Did you know? About the 47 complaints? Pause. Some of them? How many are some? 10, 20? How many times did you see his name and do nothing? Brenda, it's complicated. You trained me, mentored me, and you let him destroy people. She hangs up. Deletes his number. She pulls up to her mother's house. Enters. Helen stands in the kitchen. Stove burner on. No pot. Mama, the stove. Helen turns. Vacant eyes. Do I know you? Third time today. It's Brenda, Mama. Helen studies her face. No recognition. Then see the marks. Red welts on Brenda's wrists. Someone hurt you. I'm okay. No. Someone hurt you. You have to tell the police. Brenda's throat tightens. I am the police, Mama. Helen frowns, slips away. Brenda's at work. She's a police officer. Brenda turns off the stove, guides Helen to the couch, counts evening pills. Her phone buzzes. Text from unknown. Captain Irving, Attorney Sarah Morrison, ACLU, Texas. We should talk. Hayes. Captain, I have evidence. Body cam footage. Bennett doesn't know I kept. I'll testify. Larry. Video at 2.4 million. You're not alone. She looks at her mother, at the marks on her wrists. Her phone lights up with messages from people ready to fight. 47 people tried. The system crushed them. This time, the system loses. Brenda sits in the dark. Helen is finally asleep. Evening pills taken, night light glowing. Her phone hasn't stopped. Hundreds of messages, news requests, support, threats. She opens her laptop. Needs to understand what she's facing. Searches. Officer Kyle Bennett Houston. Articles appear. Not about commendations. About victims. 2018. Officer involved in controversial stop. Charges dropped. 2020. HPD settles excessive force lawsuit. Officer name withheld. 2021. Family receives payout after wrongful arrest. The officer remains on duty. She clicks deeper. Court records. The 12 settlements. Victim impact statements sealed but accessible to command staff. Angela Torres, 34, nurse. He said I didn't belong in that neighborhood. Searched my car. Found nothing. Wrote to me anyway. Lost my job when the charge hit my record, even though I was dismissed. David Johnson, 28, teacher. He pulled me over for matching a description. No description was issued. Searched on the sidewalk, in front of my students' parents. Called backup like I was dangerous. I was going home from school. Teresa Williams, 41, accountant. He arrested me for shoplifting. I had receipts. He said receipts can be faked. 6 hours in jail. Missed my daughter's birthday. DA dropped it immediately, but Bennett still has his badge. Her throat tightens. 12 victims paid off. 35 others closed with insufficient evidence. She opens Bennett's arrest statistics. 6 years of data. Total arrests, 823. Black individuals, 671. That's 82%. Hispanic individuals, 98. That's 12%. White individuals, 54. That's 6%. In a city that's 25% black, 44% Hispanic, 26% white. The numbers don't lie. Bennett hunts where he thinks he can. Her phone rings. Unknown number. She answers. Heavy breathing. Then a voice. Distorted. Mechanical. But something familiar underneath. Back off, Captain. Or your mother. Accidents happen on Tuesdays. Corner store. She forgets where she is. Brenda's blood freezes. Who is this? The voice cracks. WVERS. God, I'm sorry. Recognition hits. Hayes? Breathing on the line. Then, they have my daughters, Captain. Photos of them. At school, at home. They said if I don't warn you. His voice breaks completely. They'll hurt my girls. 5 and 7 years old. They sent me pictures of them on the playground. Brenda's hands shake. Not fury, terror for him. Hayes, where are you? My car. Outside your house. I've been sitting here 20 minutes trying to make this call. They told me what to say. Give me a script. But I can't do this anymore. She goes to the window. Sees his patrol car. Dark. One shadow inside. Come to the door. Now. Minutes later, Hayes stands on her porch. My face is wet. Hands trembling. He holds out his phone. Photos. His daughters. Timestamps from today. Playground. Their house. A man visible in the background. Watching. They sent these 2 hours ago. Said call you. Threaten your mother. Or they'd take the next pictures inside my house. Brenda pulls him inside. Who? Shaw? I don't know. Numbers blocked. But they knew about the body cam footage. I knew I recorded Bennett for 3 months. How would they know unless someone's been watching you too? Her phone buzzes. Voicemail. She plays it on speaker. Angela Torres, voice shaking. Captain Irving, they came to my work. Knew my schedule, my nursing license number. Said testify and I lose everything. I'm sorry. I can't. Message ends. Another voicemail. David Johnson. They're auditing my taxes. 7 years back. My lawyer says it's retaliation. I have kids. I'm sorry. Hayes sits. Head in hands. We're all falling apart. They're picking us off one by one. Brenda's phone lights up. News alert. Captain Irving video hits 3.2 million views. DOJ announces a federal probe into Houston PD. Another, FBI Civil Rights Division opens investigation. Hayes looks up. FBI? She nods. And we're not falling apart. We're regrouping. She texts Sarah Morrison. Emergency. My house. Now. Bring security. Hayes. You have the footage. All 40 stops. Send it to me. Encrypted. Tonight. Larry. Keep that video up. Growing by 100,000 per hour. Don't take it down. Sarah arrives 30 minutes later. Private security with her. 2 former FBI agents. Brenda shows them everything. The threats. Hayes' photos. The victims backed out. Sarah makes calls. I'm activating a witness protection protocol. Private security for Hayes' family. For yours. For anyone who testified. Hayes' voice cracks. You can do that? The ACLU has resources, and you just gave us a federal conspiracy. Threatening witnesses across state lines. That's FBI jurisdiction. Text arrives. Unknown. Captain Irving, Special Agent Williams, FBI. Monitoring Houston PD 18 months. Your case is our opening. Call me. Brenda shows Sarah. That's the DOJ. Sarah's eyes light. They've been building a case. You just gave them probable cause. Brenda looks at Hayes. How many officers know about your footage? Just me. I kept it hidden. Personal phone. Not a department issue. Shaw doesn't know you have it? He knows I recorded something, but not how much. Not 40 stops worth. She makes decisions. Tomorrow, 9 a.m., Sarah's office. You bring every file. I bring financial records. Larry brings the viral video. We give it all to the FBI. Hayes nods. My daughters? Security stays with them 24/7. Sarah? Already arranged. My team's heading to your house now, Officer Hayes. Your wife and daughters will have protection tonight. Hayes' shoulders sag. Relief, terror, exhaustion. Brenda's phone buzzes. Reddit thread, found 6 more Bennett victims. Ready to talk. Twitter, #Bennett56, trending worldwide. The internet is doing what they can't do alone. Building the case, creating pressure. She opens laptop, creates document, pattern and practice. Officer Kyle Bennett and the system that protected him. Right until 3 a.m. Every complaint, every settlement, every connection, 47 pages, 1 for each victim. By dawn, her evidence is ready. Hayes' footage secured. Witnesses protected. FBI waiting. Shaw threatened them with silence. He's about to learn what happens when 47 voices speak at once. 6 a.m. Starbucks on Westheimer. Nearly empty. Hayes arrives first. Nervous. Checks the door constantly. Brenda enters. No uniform. Jeans. T-shirt. Baseball cap low. Hayes stands. Captain. Just Brenda. I'm on leave. She orders coffee. Sits. You have footage? Hayes slides a thumb drive across. Body cam files. 40 stops. 3 years. Bennett edited them before submitting. Edited how? Audio cuts. Video gaps. Timestamps missing. Brenda plugs it in. Open the first file. March 2022. Traffic stop. Black male. Suit and tie. Bennett. License and registration. The driver complies. Hands shake. David Anderson. You live in River Oaks? West University. Insurance agent. Visiting a client. Step out. Why? Now. Bennett searches him. Rough. Finds nothing. Tears through the car. Hayes' voice on camera. Kyle, there's nothing. Bennett keeps searching. Stops. Frustrated. You're free, but you shouldn't be here at night. Brenda pauses it. Illegal search. Stop 12. All like this. Next file, September 2023, black woman, shopping bags. Bennett, show receipts. She hands 3. Everything matches. These could be fake. They're time-stamped. People fake receipts. Backup called, 40 minutes detained, no apology. Hayes's voice. Kyle, this is wrong. Bennett, better safe. Brenda closes laptop. Why didn't you report it? I tried. Shaw called me in. Said Bennett has high arrest rates. The department needs him. Then said, Hayes recites it. Officer Hayes, you have a promising career. Don't ruin it by misunderstanding protocol. Maybe you need a different assignment. Then smiled. Shaw threatened you, without saying it. What changed? Phone, photo. 2 girls, 5 and 7. My daughters. Last month, Bennett pulled over my sister, scared her kids. Now my niece screams at the uniforms. Voice breaks. Not anymore. Can you testify? Might lose everything, but I can't tell my daughters to stand up if I don't. 9 a.m. Sarah Morrison's office, 10th floor. Sarah, 43. Sharp suit, Harvard degree visible. Captain Irving. Brenda, on leave. Conference table, document spread. Hayes sits. Bennett testified in 237 cases, 6 years. Convictions? Brenda closes eyes. Most. 189. Racial breakdown? Hayes. Black and Hispanic. 182 of 189. Silence hangs. Brenda's hands to temples. The DA knew. Never flagged him. Sarah clicks. Acquittals? 4831 challenged Bennett's testimony. Found lies. Manipulated evidence. Perjury. But the DA never pursued it. Prosecuting your witness destroys conviction rates. Open lawsuits. Brenda stands. Walk to the window. So they let him keep lying. Until 3 million watched. Brenda checks phone. Larry. 3.8 million views. CNN exclusive. Twitter. FBI probe. Hashtag Bennett58 vindicated. Reddit. DOJ listening. Change is happening. Pressure building. Money trail confirms conspiracy. Sarah displays a timeline. Shaw received overtime. Cross-referenced with Bennett complaints. March 2021 complaint. Shaw investigates. Closed. $3,200 overtime. July 2021. Complaint. Shaw closed. $2,800. 47 times. Total, $127,000. Hayes whistles. Payoff. Sarah nods. Shaw's brother-in-law is Foster. Union attorney, present at every Bennett hearing. Emails appear. Shaw to Foster, March 2023. Complaint handled. Bennett active. Quota secure. Foster to Shaw. August. Irving asking questions. Redirect ? Shaw. Handled. The chief agrees internally. Irving backs off. Brenda's fists ball. Blocking me for months. Since you first flagged him. Sarah opens the file. Union PAC donated $85,000 to Dawson. White signs every check. Same union defending Bennett, Hayes says. Same union keeping Shaw in Iowa. What do we need? Brenda asks. Testimony. Evidence we have. Victims willing to speak. But NDAS. Can we break those? Federal subpoena can. The phone buzzes. Text. Captain Irving, Special Agent Williams, FBI. Monitoring Houston PD 18 months. Your case is our opening. Shows Sarah. That's DOJ. 2 p.m. Conference call. Speakerphone center, Brenda, Sarah, Hayes. Captain Irving Williams here, Houston PD under review since January 2023. Excessive force, profiling, suppression. Your arrest confirms it. What do you need? Everything. Footage, records, settlements. We'll subpoena the 12 who took payouts. Pierce, NDAS. What happened to Bennett? Federal charges, civil rights violations, perjury, conspiracy. Prison time. Hayes leans in. Shaw? Foster? Chief? If we prove conspiracy, all will be exposed. Shaw for obstruction. Foster conspiracy. Chief enabled. Need airtight evidence. They'll have top lawyers. How long? 2 weeks of grand jury, trial 6 months. Sarah, public hearing, city council. Your play. We work as criminals. You work under public pressure. 2 fronts. Brenda nods. Hearing for immediate action. Federal for permanent justice. But Captain, they'll come after you. Audit cases. Dig into life. Discredit you. Let them look. We'll coordinate through Morrison. Contact within 24 hours. Call ends. The phone buzzes. Text. Photo loads. Mother's house. Recent shot. Helen through the kitchen window, making tea. Message. Last warning. Walk away. Brenda stares. Hands shake. Not fury, terror. They were there. While Mama sat alone, vulnerable. Sarah notices. What? My mother's house. Voice cracks. She has Alzheimer's. Wouldn't know danger. Would invite them in. Hayes stands. Call the FBI. Now. Breath. Deep. Terror hardens. Cold. Get Williams. Sarah dials. Speaker on. Captain? Another threat. Photo of my mother. Recently. She has Alzheimer's. Need witness protection. Today. Send everything. Team there for 2 hours. Thank you. Witness intimidation. Federal felony. When we find them, 5 years minimum. Find them. Hang up. Look at Sarah. Hayes. Emergency public hearing. This week. This ends now. Sarah types. Brenda texts Mrs. Chen. FBI coming in 2 hours. Let them in. Stay with Mama. Calls Williams back. Agent Williams, understand what we're dealing with. 47 complaints. $127,000 payoffs. $85,000 bribes. System protecting predators. I have evidence. Witnesses. Ready to expose all of it. Captain, the Civil Rights Division has waited 18 months for someone like you. Someone willing to break the blue wall. Then let's break it. She looks at Sarah. At Hayes. The evidence spread across the table. Downtown Houston through the window. Somewhere out there, Bennett thinks he's safe. Shaw thinks the system protects him. Foster thinks his law degree is armor. Dawson thinks his badge is immunity. Tomorrow, she brings the FBI to her house. Brings the witnesses Shaw intimidated. Brings the evidence they tried to bury. The internet is watching. 3.8 million and climbing. The blue wall kept secrets for 6 years. Not anymore. 8 a.m. Chief Dawson's office. Brenda enters. Civilian clothes. Her badge already surrendered yesterday. The chief sits behind a mahogany desk. Not alone. Union President Carl White. Attorney Daniel Foster. Lieutenant Gregory Shaw. The triangle. Waiting. The room smells like coffee and expensive cologne, power and protection, and Captain Irving. Chief gestures to a chair. Sit. She remains standing. I'll stand. White leans back. Street cop turned union boss. We're concerned, Captain. The social media circus, the attorney meetings, FBI contact. You're tracking me. We're protecting the department, Foster says. Smooth. Harvard polished. Officer Bennett filed a formal complaint. Harassment. Defamation. Abuse of rank. Brenda almost laughs. He arrested me. Assaulted me. Now he's the victim? Shaw stands, approaches, different from the others, softer. Captain Irving, Brenda, I understand your anger. I've been reviewing Bennett's file. You're right. There are inconsistencies. She watches him, careful. I want to help. Internal affairs shouldn't protect bad cops. He pulls out a USB drive. This is Bennett's complete file. Everything. The complaints I closed, the settlements, financial records, the real investigation. He extends it. Take it. Build your case. I'll testify that the system failed. That I failed. Brenda stares at the drive. This is what she needs. Evidence from inside. Shaw's eyes earnestly. I have a daughter too. 16. If Bennett did this to you, how many others? I can't live with that. She takes the USB. Why now? Because it's the right thing. And because you're going to win anyway, I'd rather be on the right side. Chief Dawson interrupts. Shaw, what the hell are you doing? What should have been done years ago? White stands, face red. Shaw, you give her that. The union can't protect you. I don't need protection. I need to sleep at night. Shaw looks at Brenda. Everything's on there. Build your case. I'll cooperate with the FBI. She pockets the drive. Thank you. The chief points to the door. All of you out. Now. Irving, you're still on leave. Shaw, we'll discuss this privately. Outside, hallway. Brenda walks fast, heart pounding. Shaw just gave her everything. Hayes waits by elevators. Captain, how'd it go? Shaw flipped. Give me Bennett's complete file. Hayes's eyes widened. Shaw? The same Shaw who buried 47 complaints? He said he wants to do the right thing. Something in Hayes's expression. Captain, be careful. Shaw doesn't do right things. She gets to her car, laptop out, plugs in the USB, files load, folders appear. Bennett complaints. Financial records. Settlement documents. She clicks the first folder. Screen flickers. Goes black. Text appears. Access denied. Files deleted. Her evidence folders. Gone. All of them. Hayes's body cam footage. Victim statements. Financial records. Everything. Wiped. The USB wasn't evidence. It was a virus. Shaw didn't flip. He sabotaged her. Her hands shake. Not fear. Rage. She calls Williams. Special Agent Williams, I need you to know. Lieutenant Shaw just gave me a USB drive claiming to be evidence. It was a virus. Deleted everything on my laptop, all my files. He just hacked and destroyed evidence in a federal investigation. Williams's voice was sharp. Are you certain Shaw gave you that drive? 4 witnesses, Chief Dawson, White, Foster Hayes. All saw him hand it to me. Captain, destroying evidence in a federal case is a felony. Shaw just gave us everything we needed. Don't touch that USB. We're sending cyber forensics to you now. She looks at the dead screen, then smiles. Shaw thought he was erasing her case. He just added federal evidence tampering to his charges. They're not just corrupt, they're desperate. Tuesday night, Brenda's house. 11:30 p.m. Helen sleeps. FBI agent stationed outside. Shadow through curtains. Brenda sits at the kitchen table. Tomorrow's testimony notes scattered. Hayes's footage queued. Everything is ready. Her phone rings. Unknown number. She answers. Yes. Heavy breathing. Distorted voice. Last chance, don't show up tomorrow, or your mother has an accident on the way to the hearing. Her hand tightens on the phone. You touch her! We don't have to! Federal transport! Accidents happen. Think about it, Captain. Click. She forwards the recording to Williams, to Sarah. Immediate responses. Protection doubled. Federal escort secured. But her hands won't stop shaking. She walks to Helen's room, stands in the doorway. Watch her mother sleep. Peaceful. Unaware tomorrow her daughter risks everything. Helen stirs, eyes open. Lucid moments are rare now. Bren? You look tired. Brenda sits on the bed, takes her mother's hand. Big day tomorrow, Mama. You're fighting again. Helen's grip tightens. Like when Darius died. The name breaks something. Finally, Brenda slides to the floor, back against bed. Sobs come, silent, shaking. All the terror she's held for days. Career gone. Mother threatened. 22 years for nothing. Tomorrow she walks into that chamber and maybe loses everything. Maybe Mama gets killed. Helen's hand touches her hair, like when Brenda was small. Baby, you already won. You didn't let them make you quiet. But what if it's not enough? What if... Truth doesn't need power, just courage. Helen fades back, slips away. Brenda stays on the floor, staring at Darius's photo on the nightstand, number 58 jersey, the reason she became a cop, the reason she can't stop now. Her phone buzzes. Hayes. My daughters drew you a picture. Says, be brave, Captain Irving. See you tomorrow. Promise. Sarah. Council chambers packed. 6 states media. World watching. Larry. 4.5 million views. You've already changed everything. She stands, wipes her face, breathes. No badge, no backup, no guarantee. Tomorrow she walks in anyway. Because 47 people deserve more than her fear. Wednesday, 6 a.m. Brenda wakes. I didn't sleep, just closed eyes, listened to Helen breathing in the next room. In the bathroom mirror, she sees herself, dark circles. Last night's tears left marks. But her hands are steady now. The crying helped, emptied the fear. Today for Darius, for 47, for every person Bennett ever touched. The federal vehicle arrives at 7:30. Black SUV, 2 agents. Williams himself was in the passenger seat. Captain Irving, ready? She helps Helen into the back seat. Mama was confused. Doesn't understand the suits, the guns. Brenda, why are these men here? They're helping us, Mama. We're going somewhere important. Mrs. Chen meets them at City Hall, takes Helen to secure the waiting room. FBI posted outside. Brenda watches her mother disappear down the hallway, turns to Williams. If anything happens to me, nothing will happen. 50 agents in that building, you're safe. If anything happens, make sure she's taken care of. Mrs. Chen knows her medications. Williams nods. You have my word. 8:30 a.m. Sarah's temporary office. City Hall, 3rd floor. Hayes arrives. Uniform pressed, wife with him. 2 daughters holding his hands. The 5-year-old hands Brenda a drawing. Crayon. Stick figures. Be brave, Captain Irving. Brenda kneels, eye level. Thank you. I'll keep this with me. The girl hugs her, tight. My daddy says you're a hero. Hayes's eyes are red. They wanted to come. To see why Daddy has to do the right thing. Larry arrives. Laptop. Full video. 23 minutes that changed Houston. Angela Torres, David Johnson, Teresa Williams, 3 victims who stayed, 3 who refused more silence. Sarah spreads documents. Financial records go to every council member now. Shaw's payments, Foster's involvement, union donations. They'll see the numbers before you speak to them. Order of testimony? You open. Personal account. Hayes follows with body cam footage, then victims, their stories. Larry's video closes. Visual evidence they can't deny. Her phone buzzes. Unknown. Photo loads. Bennett in uniform. Gun on hip. Message. See you in there, Captain. She shows Williams. Restraining order in place. He's not allowed in the building. He's posturing, Sarah says. Trying to shake you, 9:45 a.m. 9. Outside council chambers. The crowd was massive. Hundreds. Overflow watching screens outside. Signs everywhere. 50 complaints equals 0 accountability. Badge not equal to immunity. Justice for Captain Irving. Black Lives Matter, Houston. NAACP. Community groups organized overnight. A teenager approaches. Black, maybe 16. Captain Irving? Brenda turns. Yes? My brother. Marcus. Bennett arrested him 2 years ago. Beat him up. Nothing happened. Thank you. For all of us. Others come forward. Quiet. Respectful. He did it to me. My sister. My father. More than 47. So many more. Hayes stands beside her. They've been waiting. You gave them a voice. 10 a.m. Council chambers. Packed. The chamber smells like old wood and nervous sweat. Camera shutters click. Constant, relentless. Air conditioning can't keep up with body heat. Media wall. Cameras everywhere. 6 states. International press. Council members take seats. 9 of them. President Morris at center. Chief Dawson front row. Alone. White and Foster are absent. Shaw back corner. Phone out. Texting someone. He looks up. Catches Brenda's eye. Smiles. Not friendly. Predatory. Williams leans to Brenda. We're watching him. He tries anything. We move. Morris gavels. This emergency hearing addresses allegations regarding Houston Police Department complaint procedures and Officer Kyle Bennett. Captain Brenda Irving will provide opening testimony. Brenda approaches the podium. No badge, no uniform, just the truth. Her hand shakes, reaching for the microphone. Just once. Brief. She thinks, what if they don't believe me? What if this isn't enough? Then sees Helen through a glass partition. Mrs. Chen holding her hand. Mama lucid, here to watch her daughter fight. Helen mouths, make it matter. Sees Hayes's daughters. Front row. Drawing clutched in small hands. See the teen who said my brother Marcus. See the cameras. Houston. America. World. Enough. She adjusts the microphone. Steady now, look at the council. My name is Brenda Irving. 22 years with Houston PD. On March 15th, Officer Kyle Bennett arrested me for shopping while black. Pauses. Let it sink in. What I discovered after that arrest will show you how one bad cop stayed on the street for 6 years, how the system protected him, how taxpayers paid for his crimes, and how many people suffered because we looked away. Shaw's smile fades. Chief Dawson shifts in his seat. The cameras don't blink. The truth goes on record. Every word, every number, every name. Officer Kyle Bennett, badge 3519, arrested me for shoplifting. I was buying Ensure for my mother. I told him I was Police Captain Brenda Irving. He said I was lying. I asked him to verify. He refused. I showed him where my badge was. He said I was reaching. He handcuffed me. He shoved my head into his car. In front of 30 witnesses. The chamber is silent. Every eye on her. When I asked why he wouldn't check my identity, he said, "You people always think you're special." Those words are on his body camera. The timestamp is 2:43 p.m. She clicks the remote. The screen illuminates. Her wrists, red welts, purple bruising. Photographed by Sergeant Rodriguez, 8 minutes after arrest. Council members lean forward. Shaw stands, face red. This is a character assassination. I investigated every complaint properly. Morris gavels. Lieutenant Shaw, you're out of order. Out of order? She's lying. Those emails are out of context. Williams stands. Two agents move toward Shaw. Lieutenant, you're already in federal custody. Sit down or we will escort you out. Shaw's voice cracks. 30 years I've served. Sit. Down. Shaw sits. Hands shaking. Rage and fear fighting. Brenda continues. Voice steady. After my release, I accessed Officer Bennett's file. 47 complaints. I found patterns. Chart appears. Names. Dates. Demographics. 43 black citizens. 4 Hispanics. 0 white. All in affluent neighborhoods. She advances. Financial records. The city paid 12 settlements, $340,000, taxpayer money, while Bennett kept his badge. Murmurs ripple. Every complaint investigated by Lieutenant Shaw. Everyone closed. Insufficient evidence. Next slide. Shaw's overtime. Shaw received $127,000 over 6 years. Payments match complaint closures exactly. March 2021 complaint filed. Shaw closes it. 3,200 overtime hours. Pattern repeats 47 times. Chief Dawson stands. Tries salvage. Council President, Captain Irving experienced significant trauma. Her interpretation of standard procedures. Brenda's voice cuts through. Standard procedure paid Shaw $127,000 to bury complaints? Is that in the manual, Chief? Phones throughout chamber buzz. Can't silence them all. Reporter whispers to camera. Emails just went viral. Hashtag Shaw 127,000 trending worldwide. Dawson sits. Defeated. Brenda clicks. Emails appear. Shaw to Foster, March 2023. Another complaint handled. Bennett stays active. Quota secure. Audible gasps. Foster to Shaw, August. Irving asking questions. Redirect ? Shaw, handled. The chief agrees internally. Irving backs off. She looks at Dawson. He won't meet her eyes. Police union donated $85,000 to Chief Dawson's campaigns. Same union defending Bennett. Same union employing Foster. Same union protecting Shaw. Dawson's phone vibrates. Text from mayor visible to those nearby. Resign. Now. His face drains. 28 years. Gone. Bennett made 823 arrests, 671 black individuals, 82%. In a city 25% black. Outside, a crowd erupts, chanting, "No more silence." This morning, the FBI arrested Shaw. Conspiracy, obstruction, witness intimidation. Morris was shocked. Shaw is in custody? As of 7 a.m., the FBI has everything. Brenda steps back. Officer Hayes will present body cam evidence. Hayes approaches. Plugs in drive. 40 stops. 12 minutes. Bennett targeting minorities. Illegal searches. Racial profiling. Undeniable. Hayes speaks. I'm Officer Gregory Hayes. I watched this for 3 years. Stayed quiet because Shaw threatened my career. I'm not quiet anymore. Larry Chen next. I'm Larry Chen. I filmed everything. 23-minute video plays. Brenda in handcuffs. Calm, professional. Bennett aggressive. Contemptuous. You people always think you're special. Silence when it ends. Angela Torres stands, voice shaking. Bennett said I didn't belong in my neighborhood. Where I've worked 12 years. Searched my car. My daughter is in the back seat, 5 years old, crying. Mommy, why is the police hurting us? It took $15,000 to forget her tears. I can't forget any more. She breaks, crying. David Johnson stands. I'm a teacher. Bennett did it in front of my students' parents. One by one. 12 victims. Despite fear. Despite threats. Teresa Williams, Marcus's brother. Others whose names Bennett never bothered learning. They speak. They refuse silence. Morris gavels. This hearing is adjourned for emergency deliberation. Council reconvenes in 1 hour. Outside, live stream viewers, 6.2 million. Hashtag Bennett, 56, trending #1 worldwide. Inside, Dawson slumps. Shaw stares ahead. Broken. The truth destroyed them in 47 minutes. 3 months later. Brenda stands outside Riverside Market. Same store, same insure aisle. She wears her uniform, new rank, Deputy Chief of Reform and Accountability. Inside, she picks up insure, vanilla, for Mama. Larry sees her, approaches. Deputy Chief Irving, still can't believe it. Just Brenda, Larry. A woman approaches, black, mid-40s, hesitant. Chief Irving? My son, Bennett arrested him 5 years ago, destroyed his college scholarship. Thank you. For all of us. Brenda's throat tightens. What's your son's name? Marcus. He's at community college now, working his way back. Marcus, the brother the teenager mentioned, full circle. Tell him to come see me. We have scholarship programs now for victims of police misconduct. The woman's eyes fill. Thank you. Thank you. Outside, Officer Hayes waits. Sergeant now. Training Division. Ready, Chief? Ready. They drive to headquarters. New training facility. Reform program she designed. 47 recruits stand inside. Diverse. Eager. Hopeful. The number is deliberate. 47 complaints. 47 new officers. What Bennett destroyed, she rebuilt. She addresses them. I'm Deputy Chief Irving. 3 months ago, Officer Kyle Bennett arrested me for shopping while black. He had 47 complaints. The system protected him, until citizens demanded better. She pauses. Look at each face. You're here because Houston demanded better. Every complaint now gets external review. Body cams can't be edited. Early warning system flags patterns. And if you see misconduct, you speak, or you're out. Hayes steps forward. I stayed quiet for 3 years, watched Bennett target people, afraid to speak because Lieutenant Shaw threatened my career. Shaw's in federal prison now, 8 years. My silence protected a predator. Your courage will protect communities. After briefing, Brenda drives home. Helen waits. Mrs. Chen made lunch. Mama's lucid today. Rare now, precious. Baby, I'm proud of you. Brenda sits beside her. Take her hand. Mama's grip is weaker than before. Alzheimer's steals more each day. But today, at this moment, Helen knows. I wish Darius could see this, Mama. He does, baby. He sees. Helen touches Brenda's face. You made it matter. Just like I said. Brenda's phone pings. News alert. Officer Kyle Bennett sentenced. 12 years federal prison. Judge, badge does not equal immunity. Bennett, 12 years. Shaw, 8 years. Foster disbarred. Dawson resigned. White stepped down. DOJ oversight for 5 years. She closes the phone. Look at her mother. Helen drifting again, back into the fog. But Brenda holds on, to this moment, to her mother's pride, knowing Darius would approve. Angela Torres returned to nursing. David Johnson teaches again. Teresa Williams is no longer afraid. 12 victims rebuilding, no longer silent. And 47 young officers are learning the right way, to protect, to serve, to see people, not stereotypes. Outside her window, Houston moves forward. Different now. Because one person refused to be silent. And truth changed everything. This story isn't just entertainment. It's a mirror. If Captain Irving's fight moved you, don't just scroll past. Share it, post it, tag someone who needs to see that one person can change a broken system. Comment below. What city are you watching from? Let's see how far truth travels when we refuse to stay quiet. Want more stories where the underestimated become unstoppable? Where courage breaks corrupt systems? Subscribe and turn on notifications. The next fight drops soon, because accountability doesn't start with them. It starts with us.